into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. Got the quick completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this receiver has tons of speed, and I love this offensive coordinator getting him involved in the run game. You don't just have to throw him ghosts and post routes. Just let him use that speed and elusiveness out on the perimeter in the open field. The reverse ends up being an explosive touchdown for the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ball State's offense will get the ball for the first time. On first down, using his feet to buy time. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Pine. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Catch in the middle. It's Wade. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wade. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. The extra point here would tie the game.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the move, it's Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quick completion on the out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. This time it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Graham. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back, the offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Patel.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking downfield, it's Pine. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Ball State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First play of the drive, it's the end around. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Pine. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Here we go, here we go. To the air, it's St. Clair. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Pine. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wade. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leads it with the back.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for them.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Price. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Pine. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They use the end around. First play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
It's complete on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Pine. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Patel. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. He's looking to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference, defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat the
touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Ball State 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Third down coming up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First and goal.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
49. Ball State 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He's open on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.